Hello, and welcome to Pillars of Eternity. Let's get out of here. Actually, we can rest somewhere and return straight away to the White Marsh, or maybe we should do this. You know, I think we should actually return to Cadnoa and continue on the Endless Path until we can go no further, or until we need to rest, then return to the White Marsh, if need be. I am actually not very certain how this will work. It will be fine, no worries. Azuro.
I must say, I'm impressed.
There's also something else apparently. Supplement prestige security for 1,000. Go ahead, we have the money. In fact, we have so much money we don't know what to do with them. Okay, how about we go to level 8 and continue on to level 9, then level 10, and then level 12. Yes, I can count. Why? Anyway, let's move down. There were some vampires here. Oh, they are dead now. They won't bother anyone ever again. Okay, come on. Go here. We'll activate stealth mode and we'll move down. By the way, what weapons are you now with? The flail and the spear. Okay, then stealth, and we move down. Oh yes. That's an incredibly small room. Looks massive on the map though. Okay, go.
No help here.
Shades. Quite a lot of them, in fact.
Yes.
Okay, I want this one down. Did I forget to switch your weapon? You, down here. How long are you gonna be stuck for?
Yes.
1 second. Okay, use this. Worthless. Attack here. Okay, can you do something about those? This one. Now take it down. Thank you. Now get out of there. Everyone, focus on these spirits. You, use this. To be fair, I was incredibly disappointed in you, Yliel.
Yeah, I'm glad we're traveling together too, but isn't this a bit much? Yes? I'm glad we're traveling together too, but isn't this a bit much?
Okay, that's funny.
Right here, I could still kill you in your sleep.
I'm here. You need an Arctic fox of your own.
Hey, this is why you were traveling alone.
I'm here. You're quite friendly, aren't you?
Yeah, okay, funny.
I'll see what I can find.
Let's go. Why don't
Hey.
you take point? Oh good, spiders. Everyone loves those.
Leave it to me!
Beer trucks.
Not to... alarm you, but I'm slowly dying for it.
You could shoot now, okay. No, actually... Oh, done. Thank you, Tamak.
I'll see what I can find.
Spiders. Again.
Hey,
Move forth. By the way, should I upgrade your weapon? Oh, you're not at no risk of dying here, so might as well rush in and then retreat. Still alive? Okay.
I'm here.
There goes one more of you. Good enough.
I'll take a look.
Go slow. Okay. What, really? Huh. That's incredibly small.
hey,
Okay, you move in. Oh. Great. Take him down.
That one hit true.
Ah, that's the wrong... It doesn't matter. Oh, it kind of does. Didn't expect it much to get knocked out, but whatever. Crystal wheat. Enormous and hostile, spiders come and terrify a array of shapes, colors and sizes.
Let's see what we got.
We have camping equipment if we need to rest here. The truck, take it. Extra. I don't know what that means. Everyone's knocked out. Okay. Wait.
Better.
Wizard's down. That didn't.
This guy's powerful. Oh, come on, just point and shoot. Bloody hell.
I'm here.
Get out of there.
Kinda stuck over here.
Oh, you wanna play? Fine then.
Hey.
Bloody crystallized bastards. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Get out of there.
My bow's ready. Down by one.
Switch that weapon.
Ready, Watcher.
At least if you fall down unconscious, we'll know what to do. Good.
I'm on the trail.
Oh, look at here.
Adrian's Wrecker. An Android key, okay. A topaz and a scale armor? Really? It's not even enchanted or anything, just there.
Let's see what we got.
Hey.
Oh yeah, no. I want that other gun dead now. Oh, great, great. Just get out of there. Now come out. Did you... Okay. There goes one of you at least.
Certainly.
Maybe if you switch the weapon...
Wizard's down.
How are you so bad at this? You're supposed to be 5 levels above him.
Stand together.
Of course it's immune to that.
Stand together.
Okay, everyone here.
Yes?
I can't believe that you're alive. Stay there.
Nice.
Don't show your face. Seriously though, I thought you'd be a little bit better than this.
Hey,
Let's see what we got.
Oh, we killed 2 ghosts. Yeah, that's it.
hey.
That's all we did.
I'm here. You're quite friendly, aren't you? Stand together. Come on.
Yeah, how did that happen? Of course that will be. Case. Take him down. Take those arrogance out. Sure, why not? Attack him.
Gotta try something.
Will you? At least one of them? No, okay, I get it. Sorta. Not really.
Ready, Watcher.
I'm starting to miss my neighbors.
Ready, Watcher.
You gonna stay there?
How may I help?
Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow for this one. After him, Itamok. Shot this. Got an arrow for this one.
Okay, guys, we need to rest. And I say we rest here, right now.
Hey,
Bloody hell. You are huge disappointments, all of you. As I slept, I buffeted by the virtues of dreams. They trembled and crashed about me, and filled my mind's eye with pale glimmering moods. They resolved into a light snowfall and a bittering northerly wind. I recognized the mountains of the White Mount rising around me, and I shivered. I saw starward a few miles away, quiet and still, but for a few queerable streams of smoke rising from the chimneys. Dungrun's battery is patched above it, its shadow stretching into the valley. Above it all, I heard a deep, slow rhythm. At first it sounded like a distant drumming, but then it grew louder, cracking throughout the dry air and booming over the mountain peaks. It builds until I felt a ravaging beneath my feet. Watch and listen. Each thunder came louder and faster than the next thunder echoed from the mountain top, as great sheets of ice and snow trembled down the slopes, but the rhythm kept building, shattering frozen lakes and like crystal skulls. New ravine split through the mountains as old chasms, filled with snow and scree, and rock-slide berries steward and Dungrun's battery, shaking into the row. Shadows raised from the mountains and the vanguard of a massive army. I fled. I trembled at the foothill and bound across the Dawood, feeling and rumbling on the advancing army all the while. Seek the refuge in Defiance Bay. The city walls before me, but the artillery is lowered. Guards stand on other sides, shouting and jabbing their pikes through the bars. Alright, this guy. Stay away! You'll destroy us just like you did Starward. A breeze carried and cried, stretch of the 1,000 crowd together beyond the walls. Their terror is palpable. There will be no rest for you here. You run, hearing the army ever closer behind me. Barricade myself in Cad Nua. Cad Nua rises from the forest, its matted walls reaching out to me like a pair of strong arms. I barricaded myself within the great halls as a pondering glow closer still. It rattled in the foundation of the great keep, and just as the monastery begins to shake loose, I heard an unholy battle cry coming from the countryside. The ceilings collapsed, and sands and strands of bricks and beams onto my head. I struggled to wakefulness, kicking and bending knocked about my legs. As I shook free of the last bound of sleep, I heard a voice whisper something in a language I had never heard before, and I saw an image of 100 shifting eyes staring at me. I awoke, feverishly warm and covered in sweat. Oh yeah, I already gained experience for that.
Of course.
Good thing I'm freshly greased.
Okay, everyone. I need you here. Sagani, you're the fastest one of us. None of that will matter if they get to teleport again.
I'm here.
Come on, you Adrigan. Look. And you know, sure. Everyone taken down. Oh, bloody hell, really? Paralyze her, I don't want her to do anything to me. Oh, that was just given at this point. How long? 2 more seconds. And we're paralyzed for a second, yeah? Take him out. Seriously, if you die, I'm gonna leave you in the keep.
Be on seat.
Okay. 8 seconds, we can wait. We have no choice, really.
I'm on the trail.
Sagani?
I'll take a look.
Oh, great. Let's see if you're gonna
here.
resist that. Of course you won't. How long? 30 seconds. Oh, it was a critical hit, was it? Yes, that makes sense. Why aren't you attacking? Take him out. Bloody Adrugans, what is this? Rod of Pale Shades. I'm gonna take a look at you later.
I'm here.
Good thing I'm freshly greased.
I'm on the trail.
Well, that's it. So, it was only 5 ghosts that killed us all.
Not a sound.
Bloody game, that's why I hate
Oh, look
ghosts.
at here.
The Ondra Tara. Ondra Stud. They are large barcos, teardrop shapes. Most commonly found and traded by Almua. So they are something like money, except not. Okay, let's move this way. Actually, that was a mistake. If we get ambushed again, I'm not gonna survive this. Apparently we can't survive more than one battle at a time in this place. Okay.
Not a sound.
Oh. Well, at least we know where we are now. Level 11. I say we should return to the White March.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Good for you, I really care what you think. Now, I have been summoned by Lady Webb. Yeah, I know. The Forgotten Army. The White Forge has been restored thanks to your efforts in the White March. Sure. In my dream, the army came from the White March near Starward. Perhaps the residents will know of it. Sure, let's return there. Your party is considered high level for the content. If you would like, the critical path can be increased in difficulty to give you more of a challenge. The same rewards, regardless, your choice cannot be changed. No, I don't want high level. Again. That's not how it's meant to be played, was it? No. And also, I don't feel strong in this game. I have never felt strong in this game. Except when I dealt with Redrick, but that's it. He was level 2, I was level 10. If not even 11.
While we wait, the enemy grows stronger.
And you'd send more of us to die!
Well, I'm not gonna stand around. Are you?
You've done plenty, Darian!
I approached the source of the commotion and saw a throng of villagers. They are arguing amongst themselves and hurling questions and demands to a lone figure perched above them. A young man stands on the spur of the rock, his clenched fist held aloft. Steam raises from his wind hair and flushes face as he shouts to the gathering.
Been a week since our people left these gates. A week since the Iron Flail took them.
He paces the outcropping, his eyes burning. I saw a few scattered notes and crowed.
Yet we wait here behind our sturdy new walls, hiding in our rebuilt homes. We've done nothing.
He brought his fist in his palm with a sharp smack. The crowd erupted, bursting with pointed fingers and pointed words. One woman stepped forward, her eyes locked on the young man.
Who are you to tell us how to defend our own? You ain't been here 2 months!
Hey, an angry mob. See? We're not so far from home.
Oh, Heather, you're just great.
And since I got here, I've been working alongside the rest of you. Don't start with that again.
A handful of others nod along with him, but they encourage the flinch as another villager joins the fray, shaking his finger at the younger Arthur.
Well, it was your idea to send our people to that damned fort in the first place! If it weren't for you and the other leeches that come up with you, we wouldn't be in this mess!
The new accuser raised a chorus of furious cries. Darren raised his hand for calm, but the crowd roared, he snowballed.
Enough. Enough!
Darien waves to calm, but the crowd has worked itself into a frenzy. He scans the assembly brand of sweat rolling from the temples. His eyes fall on you, and he pointed.
You want to boot all the Outlanders from your town? Tell that to the hero of the White Forge.
Hey, it wasn't just me. This Watcher deserves at least a little credit.
A dozen hands turn to your direction. The villagers curiously turn to Furry and recognize you. Is this about the fort near the battery? He nodded.
It's a small army from Raid Saris. They call themselves the Iron Flail.
The words trigger sudden flashback to your dream and the mysterious army and the destruction of the Cat Noah. As the image faded, I saw once more the vision of 100 eyes watching me and something just beyond.
Showed up a few weeks after you opened the battery. Demanded we give him the White Forge.
He avoided our gaze, strapping his boots against the rock.
They're led by a Darek Sendamir. Comes from an old Raid Saren family. The rumor has it the man's half mad with visions. Claims one drove him here to take the White Forge.
They're not the only bloodsuckers around here.
The villager glared up at Darien, but most of his followers are ignorant to him by now. Darien raised his voice above the ruckus.
Our crew at the battery locked their doors and told the Iron Flail to go back to Raid Saris.
It has been 3 days since I was away. How did that even happen?
Instead, they built a fort in the middle of the wood. So we sent a committee to reason with them. That was a week ago. We haven't seen our people since.
Oh. You've created the time paradox, dude. A low rumble ripples through the crowd. Darien hesitates.
That can only mean one thing.
Can I just shrug? He is right. You have to defend what is yours.
We're just miners and fisher folk.
Send Darien and the rest of the newcomers. Let them earn their keep.
Okay, I would like to point out that the first time you sent a letter to me because you needed some vague help. Now you have an army coming to you and I had to come here because of dreams. You guys are worthless.
We've cleared your roads and repaired this town. What more do we have to prove?
Maybe we could nudge them into torching their own village.
Please, everyone! Whatever our difference is, we've got to deal with the army at our gates. You may be the only person around here who's more unpopular than I am. But if anyone could get into that fort and deal with an army, it's you.
Just show me where the fort is.
The Iron Flail cleared a patch of forest north of Durgan's battery, built their fort there. It'll be well guarded, so if you can get in without raising an alarm, you may have an easier time of it. The important thing is to deal with the commander. If you can get rid of him, the rest of the soldiers will scatter.
Oh yeah, because that's exactly how that works. I see.
Anyway, we've got our work cut out for us here. While you're out, stop by the battery. Wangra and her team are still repairing the heavy cannons. They've made a lot of progress elsewhere. Thought you might like to see how far it's come.
He shrugged. Farewell then. The Iron Flag.
I'm on the trail.
Well, okay, I guess you're a little bit slow. Is it true? I saw the lights from the battery. Did you really open it? I can't believe it. I was sure I'd never make this route again. But who knows what treaties will come from these halls.
I'll keep an eye out.
Ah, I see that those uncompanions are still here. Temple of Abaddon. And you have reforged the temple, that's great. What's this? Huh, the wages, okay.
Oh, come on! Stupid sword!
Okay, now you're just passing me off. She calms her forged hammer down on the unfinished blade with a loud crack. Straighten out, damn you! Temper mask. The older priest glared at masks respectfully. Sorry, master, it just slipped out. What's wrong with the sword? Where to begin? For one, I can't manage to shape the metal to matter how hard I try. Master Engren says envious of envision a sword, so I'm envisioning it really hard. I think I'm ending up with a club. Maybe a mace, if I'm lucky. But no sword. If my work doesn't improve soon, I'll kick me out of the temple. Can't be priest if you're not a proper smith, unless you can help me. Go on. I snuck a peek at Master Engwin's lore book and came across a ritual that can enchant the forged hammer to boost smithing skills. That's exactly the kind of edge I need. I've already completed the first part of the ritual, crafting a hammer. Unfortunately, the next two parts require travel to Direwood, and there is no way Master Engwin will let me leave anytime soon. I'll complete the forged hammer ritual for you. That's great, that hammer actually turned out alright. The first place you'll need to go is the Shire of Abaddon in the Crucible Keep. Yeah, okay. I've never been there myself, just place the hammer at the shrine, and it should get blessed or something. After that, you'll need to find Shrine of Margan in Margan's Fort. It's not far from Defiance Bay to the north of the city, I think. Do the same thing with the hammer and that shrine, then head back here. I better get back to it before Master Angwin gets annoyed with me. Why did you decide to become an acolyte of Abaddon? It's a family tradition, and I've managed to keep going. How? That's a new temple. This lightly signed piece of paper has charcoal drawing on the front.
If you say so, that'll do.
I need that. Sorta. I want that. Oh dear, oh dear. There's no way I can get it. Unless I cast invisibility, but no, it's fine. Engrim. Engrim nods at you, and smiles in recognition. Ah, the Kingler of the White Forge. We owe you a great debt for the industry and faith you've restored here. Welcome to the Temple of Abaddon. This used to be the Temple of Ondra, was it not? Back when it was dying, forgotten place. But the clerics who tended it left as in customary of their goddess. Throngs who have since come to Starward sought a more practical deity. What is it that you do here? I lead this temple and guide the acolytes in matters both spiritual and mundane. Worshippers of the other god pray for or meditate. We Abaddonians venerate our god through the act of smithing. Now this is a great god then. Just saying. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna go here and then from there to there. Okay, let's try again. Gotcha.
Slow and silent.
Not bad at all. Let's move out. Maybe we need to run around town and see if there are any quests before we head out. The Iron Flail Fort, that's where we are supposed to go. Whitestone Hollow. Was that here before? I don't think so. I think it was just those three. We'll visit them anyway. Oh, so there was a dragon. I totally forgot about that. Run for mayor, they said. It's an easy job, they said. I should have stayed in the mines. What brings you back to Starward? You're always welcome here. What was that about negotiations? There's a group of merchants from Defiance Bay interested in trade agreement with Starward. Their representative, Nesta, is staying at Graf's Rest. I've been avoiding her because I have zero experience with treaties and contracts and all of that. I was a miner, not a diplomat. Maybe you could talk to her on my behalf. As a mayor, I give you full authority to negotiate on Starward's behalf. What makes you think I'd do better as a negotiator? You're the hero of Starward, the man who reclaimed the White Forge. Of course, you'd do better than me. Fine, we'll talk to her. Thank you. As I said earlier, you can find her in the Graf's Rest. How's Starward doing these days? We've rebuilt the western palisade. It's fixed and some fancy merchant set up shop where Kindry's house used to be. We've also got a proper temple of Abaddon again. Never understood why Ondarians stuck around Starward at the first place. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you forget, or did I never tell you why? Both cases are stupid, it's just for different reasons. Wait. Truffles.
Not a sound.
Are you an Amwa? No, he's apparently a human.
Good thing I'm freshly greased.
Not a sound.
Just move here, don't know what I was thinking. Well, maybe you didn't think. That's the charm of this place. If you actually think, it's a horrible place to live. Even if it's a industrial paradise or whatever. They come to tell me about the battery, how you've gone ahead and done the impossible. You have my respect. The fortress has been haunting us for ages, a shared dream nobody could get their hands on.
Father wants me to stay in...
Okay, have nothing interesting to say then. Alright, where to next? And Hot Springs, the Graf's Rest.
You really did it! I mean, people have always come through here, talking about opening the battery, claiming the White Forge, all that. But I didn't think anyone would ever really manage it. I told Ten I'd be willing to help out with digging out the mines again. You know, do my part. Figure we can turn this place around, now that you've laid the foundation.
I'll keep an eye out.
Theodore, any new bounties from you? No.
Good thing I'm freshly greased.
So what is this now? Rangbun's house. What, she's no longer the mayor? Isn't the hero of the White Forge? You come back to check on your hard work? Or are you just here to wish me happy retirement? You retired? Why? I've had enough of politics and the town quarrels of the lifetime, so when Tarfos told me he was tired of the mines, I asked if he was ready to really get his hands dirty. Almost feel sorry for the guy. You do know that you will have to help him with that. Even if you're retired, your advice will be extremely valued to the new mayor. Dana's house.
Haven't felt this fresh in decades.
Okay, she's fine. Okay. Rosswood. Villagers.
Blazes. What am I to do with all of these?
A well-built woven woman stood before me, one hand on her head and the other holding a few sheets of paper. 3 complaints of blight in Whitestone Hollow. And how are these people margin faithful? Great, another pack of religious zealots. It's like they're roping up out of the snow these days. Oh. I'm just a little preoccupied. Did we even speak with you before? I don't remember. Things may have quieted down some with the ogres lately. There has been no shortage of new trouble. I'll work for those interests, just saying. Who are the margins faithful? Bandits and horse thieves, far as I can tell, led by a woman named Rodwed. Problem is their little group keeps growing and they have started tearing down some of the smaller villages. They were last spotted in Sarang Falls, and rumor is that they are heading in our direction. Star Force is just getting its bearings. We can't afford this kind of trouble. Ah, so you do have bounties. You mentioned something about blights. The Terror of Whitestone Hollow, its grand blight, and turn up after the avalanche. Real disaster. A great big heap of snow right on top of one of our main trade routes. We can start fixing the road and we get the blights out of there. Can't expect to ask you to bring back this thing's head, but would be in Terra's last victim was a cavern master. Turns out the fellow always wore a certain brooch. Figure, it's somewhere in the monastery's belly. Bring me the brooch, and now take it as proof you handled the blights. Sound fair? Sure.
Quietly now.
So, do you want to speak? Because I actually found out what killed the dwarves. I still don't want you as part of my party, you pathetic coward. Hey, how's my favorite miner? Is she here? Yeah, there is. Istra.
This is going to be fantastic. Just wait till they hear about this back home.
Wonderful. Okay, that was necessary. Well, I'm just glad that I entered this place now. Let's head to the Graf's Rest and see what we can do there. You know, I do fancy myself a great negotiator, so maybe I can negotiate something very fair for Starward. Not so fair for Defiance Bay, mind you, but...
Slow and silent.
fairer.
Thanks again. I'll be gone just as soon as the weather clears.
This guy's injured. Hey, you're back. Thought you were done with this place. We suddenly thought we were. Turns out New Hamor's a bit pisshead. Well, that and Starward turned out to be not so bad after a while. No, armies couple over the battery aside. Are you playing? Orlan's ahead. That's what they call it anyhow. Smooth. You pick up a target, see? Knows who you are, knows it's worth more. You get 2 years and work with it. You get less points the further out from the target you get. So, for the month and ice, no points if you miss. Okay. Fancy a game? 3 throws, each however gets the most points by the end of it wins the wager. I'll put down 50 pounds if you will. Sure, let's try. Andred pulls a throwing knife from his belt, turning it over to his hand. Wager's 50 pounds, you win? Yeah. Good man, I'll go first, just to show you how it's done. Andred aims carefully and throws his blade. 5 points. Your turn. Same for the nose. The knife hits the air, 7 points. Aims carefully and throws his blade. 10 points for the nose. Try again. Well, of course I'm gonna try and get the nose once more. Well, that was easy. Okay, Keiki.
Heard the big news. There really isn't anything you can't do, is there? This will do so much for Stalwart. You can see it in everyone's faces. We've got hope again.
Oh, good. I thought I ordered ale. She might have brought me a dishwasher by accident, or maybe on purpose. You can never tell. What brings you to Stalwart? Represent a group of investors from Defiance Bay who are attempting to establish a trade agreement with Stalwart. Before they are willing to commit to any agreement, they want to have the town assessed. Make sure it's prosperous, as people are claiming. That's where I come in. She takes a long sip from her mug. What's your assessment of the town? There's certainly a lot of coin changing hands, but whether this is simply a short-lived boom or something that will present long-term remains to be seen. Okay, I'm here to negotiate. Finally, I was beginning to wonder if Trophos had forgotten about me entirely. My first stop is Starward's fishery. My client and concern its liability and Starward's prosperity. I'll meet you outside its doors. Oh, great. Hadn't believed it first, but I never see Rango so giddy about anything. Didn't we already receive 6 sales from you?
Please, someone has to do something. Piss off, Kern. I got enough problems.
Of course. Decades I've lived here. We've worked and drunk together, and not one of them will lift a finger. This dwarf's face was pumped and bloky. His outburst seemed to take something out of him. He sags, his lined features showing his exhaustion. I'm sorry, I've no heart for conversation. I'm sure someone in here will drink to your health. Maybe I can help. Karen looked up at me, surprised. He looked around the inn, then stepped closer, turned quieter and urgent. Done something terrible, and I'm not sure I can fix it. This neighbor of mine, Hedy, we've never gotten on the best terms. With this land dispute, losing half of my property, things have gotten out of hand. Kill him, take your land back, problem solved. No, that's just my problem. I was deep in my cubs. The other night, got on talking with a stranger, mentioned this trouble with Hedy. He offered to take care of it. I thought he'd put a scare into Hedy, but chased away his goats. I didn't know he was a Black Walker, a madman. I was half drunk though. Keveste meant he'd speak to on my behalf, to put a scare into Hedy, not kill him. So he got lucky. I tried to call him off. Once I realized, he laughed, said that it doesn't happen. Okay? Please, you've got to help me. Somebody else is willing to take him on. Even for a coin, I'm offering. What exactly do you want me to do? Stop that maniac. And Hedy makes sure he's safe, his family too. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, it's all I'm asking. You're the first one too much to try. Hedy lives out east of Westwall's Hollow. Please hurry.
Let's see what we got.
So he offered to help you with your problem.
Something I can do for you?
You're not paying him. And he's gonna do it anyway. When you try to call it off, he says no. Very profitable profession, that one, isn't it? Let's get out of here. Are those gamblers still alive, I wonder? Nope, still dead. Right, let's go to the fishery. Villagers, villagers, villagers. Okay. You know, I do need to end the episode, so first I'm gonna read about one of the weapons, I'll make both of them. And that's gonna be it. Okay. Let's start with this one. Very slow. Adrin's Wrecker. That's an expensive one. Superb. It's not even exceptional, it's even better. You got yourself a new crossbow then. It's actually an arbalist, but you know what I meant. Adrin's Wrecker was known to many, even when Adrin himself was known to few. A rogue and expert marksman. She fought in the War of Defiance and felled Adrin's soldiers from the shadows. She once told people she would rather shoot an enemy in the back than give him the opportunity to strike back. Her patience was even more famous than her aim. She was reputed to have hidden in trees for days straight, while she waited for the Adrian general to pass along the road, to match them. Her skill was such that none were able to confirm the tale. Okay, if they can't confirm it, then it must be true. Wrought the Pale Shades. At the beginning of the Wilden's legacy, a cleric of Barat in New Halmor petitioned his god to end the Hallowborn curse. He knelt to the stone floor in his temple and prayed for 5 days straight, forsaking food, water, and sleep for the sake of his virtue. On the evening of the 5th day, he fell into an exhausted slumber, and dreamt the pale knight told him to restore a cycle by returning the souls of the living to it. When he awoke, he found a large but plain candlestick from the temple altar lying next to his hand. He fashioned the candlestick into a weapon, and he powered the city, murdering the elderly and the infant in Barrett's name. As the dead drove climbed into dozens, a mob of the vengeful and betrayed formed to track him down. They caught up with the cleric outside his temple and turned his own weapon on him, bashing his skull apart in the streets. Several onlookers claimed to see an elderly dwarf, cloaked and impossibly emerged, standing in the shadows and laughing. Interesting. I think you'll be better with this one actually. Attack and stun on critical. Exceptional weapon, this one. And this one's fine. Keep the exceptional one then. A scepter, yeah sure. Ales. Hammer and chisel, okay. A good friend. Do I need to enchant you? To make you superb, I need some sky dragon eyes. Anyway, this is where I'm gonna end the episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.